Biden had a call with Netanyahu. I guess that's over now. President Biden told Prime Minister Netanyahu in their call that it's time to close the deal to release the hostage and reach the ceasefire in Gaza, a White House official said. Senior White House official, the president was encouraged by his conversation with Netanyahu and by the fact that the prime minister authorized his team to go to talks in Doha. Senior White House official, we will do everything to conclude an agreement because the lives of the hostages are on the line and the agreement will bring relief to the people of Gaza. We believe there's an opportunity now. It's not only in the hands of the Israelis, but also in the hands of the mediators and in the hands of Hamas. The White House official said Biden's call with Netanyahu lasted 30 minutes and two went over the different parts of the agreement. The official said that in the last day, Biden and his team studied Hamas's response and made a determination that it moves the process forward and provides a basis for reaching a deal. The senior White House official said that the Israeli delegation will arrive in Doha tomorrow to begin detailed negotiations. A U.S. team will also be on the ground to assist in the talks. The official described Hamas's response as a breakthrough and said the group agreed for the first time with the framework President Biden laid out in his speech, especially when it comes to the transition between the first stage of the deal and the second stage of the deal. They already were in agreement with that. They just wanted assurances and a timeline. Okay? The official described Hamas' response as a breakthrough and said the group agreed for the first time to the framework President Biden laid out in his speech, especially when it comes to the transition between the first stage of the deal and the second stage of the deal. The White House official said Hamas' response was encouraging because it included adjustments in their positions. There was a breakthrough on a key point of contention in the negotiations, and now both sides agree to the framework presented in the president. The White House official added, there is more work to be done regarding the details of the implementation of the agreement. We agreed on the framework, and now we need to agree on the implementation. During the call, Biden and Netanyahu discussed the efforts to de-escalate the fighting between Israel and Hezbollah. Netanyahu told Biden that Israel wants to find a diplomatic solution that will allow Israeli citizens to return to their homes in the north, the White House official said. Meanwhile, Netanyahu today literally said he wouldn't end the war until all of Israel's goals are achieved, which includes the total destruction, both politically and militarily, of Hamas. 2 points Hamas agreed to a shitty deal doesn't even include the idea of withdrawing from Gaza. Fuck Biden and fuck the U.S. for forcing them to do that. Second point, fuck the Biden admin for framing it as giving more weight to saving hostages every single time when 50,000 Palestinians have been murdered. I mean, yeah, of course. Israeli citizens return to their homes in the north? Yes. I think around 60,000. Dude, that chatter that you guys banned that said Hasan is the biggest fucking hypocrite, his daddy financed his entire life, is so funny. Dude, I helped my parents out. That's such a funny fucking take. Yeah, dude, you're right. The fuck? And I'm very honored and proud to be able to do so. I'm very privileged. But it is pretty funny that you're saying that. That's incorrect. What about when you were 7? Fair. Owned. Anyway, Biden said this about Netanyahu earlier today. This is what Netanyahu said. Prime Minister Netanyahu updated President Biden on his decision to send a delegation to continue the hostage negotiations and reiterated the principles that Israel is committed to, especially its commitment to end the war only after all of its goals have been achieved. So what does this mean? Does this mean that Biden is once again lying on behalf of Israel? Does this mean that Biden put adequate pressure on Hamas to... What is this? Did you see this? I gotta fix this. You guys are so dumb. That's so funny.